Hello, my dears. Welcome back to our English class. Are you going on well? Okay, good, my dears. Always try to be safe and healthy. Okay? I know you are eagerly waiting for the rest of the story about Raja. Aren't you? Okay, before going to the rest of the story, let's rewind the previous class. Are you ready? Okay, students, do you remember what did we discuss in the last class? Yes, very good. We discussed about Raja's garden and its surroundings. Can you describe Raja's garden? Yes, very good. Raja's garden was large and beautiful. There were many trees like coconut trees, mango trees, and other kinds of trees. Then there were birds, butterflies, and honeybees. They had so many tanks with full of fish. Kingfishers, storks, and other water birds came to the tanks to catch the fish. Okay? That's all about Raja's garden. Okay, listen to the next question. What brings more color to Raja's life? Yes, very good. Life with his grandparents, playing with cars, watching the birds in the garden, running after mongooses, catching butterflies, etc. brings more colorful to Raja's life. Okay, my dears, shall we move on to the next part of the story? Are you ready? Okay, listen to me. Children, now you open your text, page number 13. I will read the first paragraph. You listen carefully and you can also read with me. Making a shower. It was an evening after heavy rain. Grandfather was picking flowers from the jasmine bush under the sandalwood tree. The leaves of the tree were full of raindrops. I knew I could make rain if I shook the tree, and grandfather and I would get a good shower. I liked bathing in the rain, but he might not like it. But it would be great fun. Okay, my dears, listen to this heading. Can you read it? Yes, of course, making a shower. What do you mean by shower? Shower means light fall of rain. Children, do you like to play in the rain? Yes, definitely everyone likes to play in the rain. Don't you feel playing when you see the rain? Yes, there will be no one who doesn't feel that well. Okay? Children, did you ever bath in the rain? Yes, of course, it is a wonderful experience. Okay, my dears, let's come to the lesson. Students, have a look at this picture. Can you say who are there in this picture? Yes, very good. Raja and his grandfather. Okay, what is Raja doing here? Yes, Raja is shaking the tree. Okay, my dears, now you just imagine that there is your friend who is standing under the tree after a heavy rain. So, all the leaves of the tree are covered with raindrops. Maybe at that time an idea comes to your mind. Can you guess what will be that idea? Definitely, no doubt at that time you will shake the tree for making a shower just for a fun. Am I right? Okay, look at this picture. Like that, here Raja is shaking the tree and making it rain. Then both of them are bathing in the rain. From this activity, we can understand that Raja is a very mischievous boy. Isn't he? Okay, listen to me. It was an evening after a heavy rain. Children, hear the time mentioned in the first line. What was the time there? Yes, very good. It was an evening. Okay, what was grandfather doing? Yes, very good. Grandfather was picking jasmine flowers from the jasmine bush under the sandalwood tree. Sandalwood tree is a hard tropical wood with a sweet smell and is used to make perfume. The leaves of the tree were full of raindrops. We can see raindrops sticking to leaves after the rain. At that time, grandfather was under the sandalwood tree. Then Raja got an idea. That is, if he is shaking the tree, then the raindrops will fall down from the tree and can make a good shower. Thus, grandfather and Raja can bath in the rain. Raja thought that it would be great fun, but his grandfather didn't like this type of fun. Fun means enjoyment. Okay, dear students, shall we move on to the next paragraph? Listen to me, I will read it. You can also read with me. So I quietly went near the sandalwood tree and shook it with all my strength. There was a heavy shower, and both grandfather and I were soaked. I loved it, but grandfather did not. He turned to me with an angry look. I was sure he would catch me and beat me. So I ran. He ran after me. I ran fast. But he ran faster. He had almost caught me when he stumbled and fell. I ran to the paddy fields and hid myself there. I heard grandfather shout that he would teach me a lesson when I came back home. Okay, my dears, listen to me. I will give the detailed explanation. Children, are you ready to know what happened there? Yes, listen to me. Raja slowly went near the sandalwood tree and shook the tree with all his strength. Here, shook is the past tense of shake. Shake means the act of moving something backward and forward or up and down in short, quick movements. Okay, strength means power. At that time, both Raja and his grandfather were bathed in that heavy shower. Raja enjoyed it. But what about grandfather? Did he like it? No, he didn't like it. Children, if you are doing this to your grandfather, what will be your grandfather's reaction? I think most of them will get angry. Am I right? Yes, like that, here grandfather became so angry and he looked at him very angrily. Then what happened there? Yes, Raja began to run because he was sure that grandfather would punish him. Grandfather ran after him. But Raja ran faster than his grandfather. When he was about to be caught, grandfather stumbled on a stone and fell down. What do you mean by stumble? Stumble means to hit your foot against something while walking or running. When grandfather fell down, Raja didn't bother about it because he wanted to escape from there. He ran to the paddy fields and hid himself there. While he was running to the paddy field, he heard the shouting of his grandfather that he would teach him a lesson when he is coming back home. Okay, my dear children, let's move on to the next paragraph. I will read it. You listen to me carefully and you can also read with me. I did not want to go home because I feared grandfather would beat me. I stayed on in the fields. It was getting dark. I was afraid to stay there alone in the darkness. I remembered all the ghost stories I had heard. I stood up, looked around, and then ran towards home. Okay, children, listen to me. I'll give the detailed explanation. Children, if you are doing anything wrong to your grandfather, you will definitely feel fear of him. Am I right? Like you all, here Raja feared his grandfather. So Raja didn't go to home. That's why he stood there in the field alone. When it was getting dark, Raja was afraid to stay there alone. Children, are you also like Raja? I think most of you are afraid of darkness and stay alone somewhere in darkness. Am I right? Okay. Children, what's on your mind when you are alone in the darkness? Yes, definitely. I think most of you will also remember the ghost stories, right? Okay, like you all, Raja remembered all the ghost stories. Then what happened there? Yes, he couldn't stay there alone a little bit of time, so he ran towards his home. Children, here towards is used as preposition. I think you have learnt preposition in our bridging class. Once more I will repeat. Preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation to some other words in the sentence. Okay, look at this picture. Here the boy is walking towards the girl. The boy is walking in the direction of the girl. Towards means in the direction of. Okay, so Raja ran in the direction of his home. Okay, my dears, that's all for today. We will meet in the next class with the rest of the story. Thank you.